that this is the gun that fired the shots. I want to go to David Schweitzer, former detective with Santa Ana PD. Schweitzer, thank you for being with me. Explain quickly how we're going to do a ballistics match.
Well, Nancy, let me correct you on one thing. You could actually find gun fingerprints on shell casings. I think the other guests would agree with that. There's usually pin markings on that, but with the projectiles, you'll get striation marks that are characteristic of the barrel of the gun.
David, that's what I'm referring to. Could you please explain how it's done now?
Well, what will happen in the crime lab is the experts will shoot the gun into a controlled setting and then take out projectiles, compare them in a microscope with the projectiles that they've located. They'll also take a look at the barrel itself under a microscope.
And back, little 7-year-old Julian's body was found. This is the nephew of Oscar winner Jennifer Hudson. A weapon has been found in a vacant lot near where the body was recovered. I want to go back to Dr. Michael Arnell and Donald Schweitzer. First to you, Schweitzer, former detective with Santa Ana PD. I take issue with something that you just said. I am talking about a ballistics comparison between a bullet and the gun found in the vacant lot. And you are telling me that you can get striation marks off of a casing. I've never seen it done, and I'd like to know, have you ever seen it done?
I've never seen that done, and I hope I didn't say that. What I meant is that you could get some identifying information off of a casing, so it is helpful in the identification of the gun.
Possibly, maybe a fingerprint, but the caliber, there are 1,038 caliber handguns in Chicago. How's that going to help me?
Well, if we know that the gun, for example, was a 45 caliber gun, and you've got 45 caliber casings in the vehicle, that's some evidence that it was, the same gun. And then you could look at the pin mark from the pin mark, the weapon.
And have you ever seen one pin mark absolutely distinguished from another pin mark on a casing, ever?
No, I haven't.
What else would they be looking for to determine the time of death on the little boy? Any clues inside the SUV they could look for? Maybe receipts?
Those were things that you would look for, but you also look for how long has that vehicle been there? There's people in the neighborhood who would identify that truck as being there 3 days, 2 days, or perhaps just a couple of hours, so that's a good sign.
Exactly. Excellent point.